Welcome to the very first episode of JUCO Full Windup. I'm Kyle Stanley here with Phil Stafford. And Phil, it's the first day of the 2013 JUCO World Series. I can't be more excited. I know you can't. But one thing that I noticed about the field, the 10 teams that are here for this World Series tournament, a lot of new faces, but some returning that you may recognize.
Yeah, a lot of Grand Junction people are going to understand that there are some new faces here, and they're going to cheer for some new faces, but they have a lot to cheer for that they already know. Connor State was last year in 2008. They played Navarro College, who, of course, was the 2011 champions. That was our night game, and boy, was it a barn burner, so we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into this one. Our nightcap showcased not only two very good programs, but two wildly successful coaches, Perry Keith of Connor State and Woe Dill of Navarro. The Oklahoma boys paying their respects to all the family and victims of the recent natural disaster in their home state with the town of Moore on the side of their hats. We'll pick this one up in the 6th inning. Corey Keith slaps this one for a bloop to left, and in comes Chance Sugg. Cowboys riding a nice lead over the Bulldogs, but they don't call Coach Dill whoa for nothing. Byron Reichstein gets the Dogs back on track, and all of a sudden we have a 10-7 contest. Cowboys don't have any runs in response, so back to the plate for Navarro. Caleb Goodall, good for a ribby with the single. Mason Salazar safe at home, and Goodell advances to second. So top of 8, tying run just a base hit away, and J.C. Reeves looks to be the hero. Instead, it's Christian Perez with the save of the day. Spectacular catch, and the Okies in the stand, well, they can't get enough as the Cowboys defeat the Bulldogs 10-9 to open the series. The team's savior, Christian Perez, talks about his handiwork in center field.
I get Joe. Out of the bat, I see the ball very well. I just go for it. Just try to help my team.
My defense was awesome. They couldn't have done any better than what they done. I think the defense I have, it's awesome.
It's touched us all, and when we pray every day for them, and Okies are tough. They'll bounce back. That's a way of life there. But that was just so pitiful hitting that school and what's happened to those people. So we just in some small way want to know, and people in Oklahoma that they're with us and we're thinking about them and they've got our prayers.
Central Alabama and Palm Beach trying to get a leg up on the rest of the tournament, and the fans were out early for this 9 a.m. start. Estimated crowd of over 6,000 for Game 1. Coach Win Fletcher says his boys are used to crowds of under 100. Both pitchers were on their A-game early on, John Underwood and John Michael Knighton racking up the strikeouts. Underwood ended up collecting 8 Ks in 7 innings. But Alabama found the scoreboard first. Ryan Raspino takes the elevated fastball to right. That brings home Alex Lee for the tournament's first run. Trojans lead 1-0. But not for long. John Corbett jumps all over the heater, and if you didn't know it already, it's not tough to hit a home run to left field at Simplesio Field. Corbett reaping the benefits of a 2-run home run. Panthers lead 2-1. Later in the inning, it's Ryan Church's turn trying to repeat the performance, but that bangs off the wall. 2 more Panthers score to make it 4-1. Defense was huge in this game, and you won't find a better play than this one from third baseman Dan Hudzina, sticking with the high fly ball to make the diving catch. That was going to be a fair ball, and that's a top play nominee. But so is this one. His teammate Mike Stemme tracking down a deep fly ball to center, makes the catch, crashes up against the wall, showing off the range and the speed. But even the Panther defense couldn't stop a Trojan comeback. Zach Reinhart finds some grass out in center field. That brings home the tying run. We're all knotted up at 4s. Skip ahead to the top of the 8th. Central Alabama keeping the momentum going. Darius Reese comes up clutch with the liner into left center. Come on home, Ryan Raspino. Alabama takes the 5-4 lead, and they never looked back. Trojans win 6-4. Losing never even crossed their minds, even when they were down.
We just never quit. We just kept on fighting. We told the guys, 1 run at a time, 1 pitch, 1 spot, hit the ball, let's go.
And I met with them after we went down 4-1, and I just said, we didn't get to this point by sitting back, waiting on somebody else to make a mistake. It's time to make our own breaks.
Game 2 featured a battle of World Series newbies. Kaskaskia College from Illinois taking on the champs of the Southwest region, Midland College, and the Texas boys came swinging that lumber. Bottom of the first, the Canadian Jeremy Fagna going oppo field and notching the first run of the game with his first of 2 RBI. The Blue Devils didn't wait long to respond, though. Cameron Cummins rips one to first. Great stop by Chris Shaw, but he's not quick enough to get the ball home. Chase Fieldhouse ties the game at a pair of deuces. Top of 3, Denon Koziel. Looks like he's going to keep the train rolling, but Blair Beck knows all about the Pony Express. On his horse from the pop, and what a catch. Over the shoulder and not a step too late, Beck brings the Chaps back to the plate, and that's our cue for Chris Shaw to enter stage left. Shaw rips this one so well, the outfielder doesn't even see it leave the park. Solo shot puts Midland up 3-2 in the third. Bats still swinging for Midland in the 5th. Jared Perry with the single up the middle. That will score 2 of the Chaps, 7 runs in the inning. Hunter Redmond does the honors of closing up shop. A 2-run single to left calls the mercy rule into effect. Chaparrals win 12-2 in 5 innings. Now they can breathe a little bit easier.
Nerves are definitely there for sure, but it was kind of good to just get those first at-bats out of the way and just kind of grind them out, and now we're kind of good to go. We'll just start rolling from here.
Driving up, we saw the fans in the venue. It was really cool. All the guys had a big smile on their face and really excited to play. And once we actually got in the stadium, everyone came for autographs and everything. So it's kind of like a rock star atmosphere. It's quite exciting.
Buckle your seatbelt. Spartanburg Methodist and Walter State are about to take you on a roller coaster ride. Both teams' bats were amped up for this Southern showdown, but the pitching was less than impressive. First inning, the Pioneers shocked Taylor Patterson, who came out throwing in the low 90s. Dominique Albert caps off a 4-run frame with a 2-run single to center. But home after the first, Walter State responds with a bang. Jared Allen collects the first of 6 hits on the day, none better than this one. Long gone to center. The right fielder came up a triple shy of the cycle, but Walters still trails 4-2. Spartanburg has some firepower of their own, and his name is Champ Rowland. Solo blast to left extends the lead to 5-2. But this wasn't all about the offense. Check out Matt White with the unbelievable snag, tags second, and on to first for the double play. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. But this merry-go-round keeps on going. Colin Bennett singles up the middle. Reed Matthews trots home, and the Senators grab their first lead of the day, 6-5. The Pioneers responded with another 4-run inning, but back comes Walter State. Reed Matthews creates his own offense with a bomb to left. We're tied at 10-10. And later on, Jared Allen tries to give the Senators another lead, singles to left. Here comes Jake Farr from second, but Shell McCain stops the train dead in its tracks. Perfect throw keeps this game tied. 7th inning, Spartanburg now has a lead, and Wesley Rogers adds to it. Sharp grounder to third cannot be handled, and Jake Walton scores to make it 12-10. 6 runs later, John Leopard puts another on the board just for the heck of it. Solo dinger makes it 19-10, and this seesaw battle ends in a laugher for the Pioneers, 19-11. Much better start this year for the team from South Carolina after going 2-0 last season.
Last year they said they came out here and went 2-0, and this year I don't know. I wasn't here last year, but they said it's not happening again this year. We got a great club this year, and looking forward to see what's.
Well, I tell you, I mean, anytime you can win on day one, it's good, because we've had a couple of years where we came out here and we didn't do that. So we extended the stay. Used a lot of arms today. Got a day off tomorrow to let those guys get called up. So. All in all, it's a good day. We're not going to complain.
Let's get out to our play of the day now, and to decide which of these is best, we have to leave it up to the fans. We're relying on your votes. Here are our first of 4 contestants. A beautiful Willie Mays-esque catch by Blair Beck of Midland College in their win over Kaskaskia.
Number 2 takes us back to the 3rd game of opening day. Matt White of SMC does it all with the dive, followed up by the double play.
And we have to go back to the nightcap to get Christian Perez in this game-saving catch for the Connor State Cowboys.
And our final play of the day takes us to the press box. Dustin Woody fouls one off toward the Lincoln Tower and finds a safe landing in the GJ Sentinel booth. A look at the replay shows the ball just missing Alan Gamelick, and we're happy to say he still survived. Please go on to Facebook.com, search for Real Recruits, and vote for which play you think is the true play of the day. Not only are we very active on Facebook, but Twitter as well, @RealRecruits.
Yes, and also follow us on JUCOGJ.org. That's where all of these shows will be listed, as well as the highlights for each game, along with the box scores. So please follow us on JUCOGJ.org as the tournament progresses. Looking ahead to tomorrow, we've already got 3 games lined up that we're really looking forward to.
Yeah, including 2 teams that haven't even seen the field yet. The 7 p.m. game includes Neosho County and Cochise.
Yes, and we have 2 elimination games before those 2 even hit the field. 10 a.m. we have Kaskaskia College taking on Palm Beach State, and then the 2 o'clock game is Navarro College taking on Walter State. So 2 teams will be leaving Grand Junction by tomorrow's night game.
Yeah, that's just kind of how this bracket works, but it should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to seeing what Day 2 has in store for us. For Phil Stafford, I'm Kyle Stanley. This has been JUCO Full Windup.